SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants was a famous cartoon character that starred on the show Nickelodeon, He was created by Steve Hillenburg in 1996, but didn't become a show until 1999. Steve Hillenburg was a former marine biologist who loved doing sea creatures in the sea, and was also a former seafood fry cook. I started watching SpongeBob at the age of 3 years old, and I've been an avid watcher for 15 years. I can remember starting my mornings off watching SpongeBob before I went to school, and I can also remember my dad getting on me for not eating my breakfast as I watched SpongeBob. I've also been late to school while I was watching SpongeBob. Today I'm going to tell you about the life of an amazing sea creature named SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob recently passed away in a boating accident while he was trying to get his license with Miss Puff. I'm going to inform you about the wonderful life of SpongeBob and how he was a great friend, always positive, and he was always a hard worker. First, let's start with his friendship. SpongeBob's best friends were Patrick Star, Squidward Tentacles, Sandy Cheeks, and Gary SquarePants. SpongeBob was always there for his friends whenever they needed him, such as when Patrick had his family over. Patrick was not a very smart star. SpongeBob took the role as a dumb friend so Patrick would seem smarter. Also, in an episode, Squidward was camping with Patrick and SpongeBob, and SpongeBob gave him advice on how to avoid a sea bear. Also, his friend Sandy Cheeks, when Sandy would go out of town to Texas, he would go to her tree dome and take care of her animals. He would also take care of his pet snail Gary. Gary needed to be fed and walked daily, and SpongeBob took part in all those roles. Next, I'm going to talk about how he was always positive. No matter what life threw at his path, SpongeBob always found a way to look at the bright side of things. Like when SpongeBob went to deliver the Krusty Krab's first pizza. Him and Squidward were stranded out in the sea desert, and they were miserable, and Squidward was ready to give up. SpongeBob used his pioneer techniques to find a boater that was powered like a car, and they drove back to town safely to deliver their pizza. Also, SpongeBob had a movie where he went to Shell City to retrieve the King Neptune's crown in order to save Mr. Krabs' life. The whole town was telling SpongeBob that he was a kid and that he couldn't complete this task, but SpongeBob overcame this task and went and got King Neptune's crown from Shell City and saved Mr. Krabs' life. Next, I'm going to tell you how SpongeBob was a hard worker. SpongeBob has worked at the Krusty Krab since 1999 and has never been late one single day. SpongeBob is a fry cook at the Krusty Krab and is known for his delicious Krabby Patty. It is obvious that SpongeBob is a hard worker because he has been Employee of the Month 26 consecutive times. To conclude, I'm going to tell you how SpongeBob was a great friend, he was a hard worker, and he was always positive. SpongeBob is the kind of friend you want when you're in times of need. He always would work hard in everything he did, and he was always positive no matter what the situation was. SpongeBob will be greatly missed by his family, friends, and all his million fans. I will miss SpongeBob the way he made me laugh and smile no matter what mood I was in. Thank you for listening to my speech.